Hey, what's up everybody? This is Rich from FastReviews, and today we are reviewing the Xbox Series X. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. This is the 1TB SSD edition. This is something that's going to be the hottest item for Christmas. I'm going to put a link down in the description below to where you can order one. And you can see that it is the latest and greatest. I'll read to you some of the descriptions here. It's 4K 120 frames per second. So there are TVs out there that will play 4K resolution with the 120 actual frames per second. But it also supports 8K HDR. Now there's not too many TVs on the market that have 8K HDR. I will put a link in the description below for some that I have been eyeing. And it has a solid state drive, so that means if you drop it, it's still going to survive. It has a variable refresh rate, and it also has a built-in 4K Blu-ray player. So this is pretty nice because it's a nice overall package. It's future compatible with the TVs, and without further ado, let's open it. All right, so I'm going to read for you some of the specs here. You've got a CPU that runs 8X cores. It's at 3.8 gigahertz. You've got 12 teraflops. It's got a custom GPU, which is a graphic processor. It uses a 360mm die size. And then also, it has a 10 gigabyte memory bandwidth. As I said, it has a 1TB custom SSD, which we are not going to open right now. And the IO supports 2.4 gigabytes of raw data. Now it also has a expansion card, so it supports expandable storage. If you're like me and you have the Xbox One, then you know that you needed to have an external hard disk drive. So the nice thing is that as our need for space grows, this thing will be compatible with it. Okay, there are 4 seals here, which is kind of unusual. Definitely not the same as an Apple unboxing experience. You've got it here. Oh my god, this is just crazy. Oh my god. Alright, so this is a beautiful packaging here. I basically have something that says power your dreams. Did not expect it to be a square size, kind of like an external hard disk drive size, but let's take a look. It smells good. I'm just kidding. Alright, so we're going to lift it up. It is really heavy. And we're going to put it down here. And then we've got a little door hanger. Why would they give us a door hanger? Getting started. Connect the power cord. Press the Xbox button to turn on. They could have made this instructions like maybe a sticker. Okay, you can put 2 batteries in the controller. And to connect the controller, hold the pair button and then press the controller. And then you can manage your child's gaming at xbox.com/family app. Okay, let's see what else is in this case. We've got a HDMI power cord. This says ultra high speed, so I assume it's a 4K power cord. We've got a regular laptop style AC adapter. We've got a product regulatory guide, limited warranty. This thing probably can give you cancer if you're in the state of California. And it's got a controller here with a picture of a baby sleeping. Okay, see that? So this controller is not for babies sleeping. Alright, we've got some free batteries. And the controller batteries go there. Wow, it looks exactly like the Xbox One. It's got the same thing. It's got USB-C though on the top instead of micro. It seems to support an external controller. It's got a headphone jack. And it's got the buttons, similar buttons, with the button that looks kind of like an eject button. So pretty interesting. Alright, my assistant will help me with the batteries. First impressions, I think the box could actually be smaller because it is really just the controller and the cables. Door hanger. Just push the pairing button. Okay, got that memorized. And then we've got a lot of cushioning. So this is probably something you could probably ship in this box as opposed to another box, but here it is. This kit doesn't come with any games, unfortunately. So even though it's got a picture of our favorite dude, Master Chief, he does not come with it. Let's go ahead and unbox the Xbox. Whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this out. Okay, it's got a little fancy thingy. All right. So they wrap it like a Christmas present, which kind of makes sense because I'm sure a lot of happy little kids will be getting their present. All right, there it is. So it's got hello from Seattle. We know some people actually that live in Seattle, so hello back to you guys in Seattle. Hello from Seattle, and then it says Xbox. So it looks like Xbox is here and Seattle's over here. And between us is California. So it says hello from Seattle, I'm not sure why. And then the disc goes into here. And the bottom is right here. So this is it, guys. This is how it looks. Okay. Now you're gonna see there's a bunch of controllers. So you have one controller, but you've got multiple ports here. You've got a speedy USB port here, which supports expansion. You've got HDMI out. You don't have HDMI in, so the Xbox One actually supports HDMI in, and you'll be able to tune in like a PS4. And then the picture here shows the Xbox is mounted like this. So guys, we're gonna assume that this is the direction it goes, but there are some rubber feet on this side too. So maybe you can go either way, I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and power it up and connect it, and we will evaluate it. Alright, so we're gonna test to see whether the Xbox 360 game actually works inside the Xbox Series X. So we're gonna hold down the button, assuming that my assistant put it in the right way. And then pair button. Pair button. Okay, it's gonna blink. And then this is gonna blink. Now they're connected to each other. Okay, we're gonna push the start button to ignore the setup. And we're gonna set up using only the controller. Unfortunately, I cannot set up with a controller, so make sure you have a phone to set up this Xbox. I'm sticking it in the stick. And please call me data. So we are now connected to the console here. We're going to hit the next button. And then we're going to be able to connect the language, which is English. And then it looks like we'll have to connect the Wi-Fi. About a minute worth of time on the controller. What do you think? Will I mess up the setup? Alright guys, so if you're gonna get an Xbox Series X, make sure you get it used. Have someone ready to set it up for you. This is just ridiculous. Now it's asking me for a code again, which is weird because you saw the code before. So let's connect it back to the console. Alright, now we're connected to the console. Next. And then we're back to selecting the language. We're back to selecting the Wi-Fi. Second try. The console is online. That sure took a long time. Alright, hit the next button here. Now it needs to download, am I kidding you, a 775 megabyte update. It needs to download a almost 1 gigabyte update. That's crazy. It says it'll take a few minutes, but it's worth it. Look at that. It's trying to sell me on the fact that I have to wait for probably half an hour or an hour. Then it wants to ask me what type of play should it do. Energy saving, fast, instant on. So this comes down to what type of person you are. Are you patient, or do you like to save the earth? No barriers. Alright, fine. No barriers. Enable instant sign in. Do you want to sign in? Okay, sure. Okay, look at that. It's downloading. But I have super high speed here. So just be aware that it could take some time. So if you're Santa, go and open up the kids' Xboxes and update that software for the kids. Turn on the remote features. We'll install games remotely. But look at that. If I turn on the remote features, I gotta enable instant on. So I don't really have a choice. Now it's asking for my profile to sign in while it's downloading an update. And it just blacked out. Alright, now it says done, explore the app. No thank you. So the Xbox Series X controller is the exact same, except it has an additional button here and the D-pad is a little bit different. There's also a micro USB for the original Xbox One X, and then this is the USB-C. I was able to get them to sync together, however, so I'm able to control the Xbox Series X with the Xbox One. You're going to go to the settings on the top right, and you're going to go to video using the down D-pad arrow, and you can turn on 120 Hz right here, which allows you to have a higher refresh rate in the Crucible game modes. So, but yeah, you can see that this thing is flapping like it's realistic. You can see everything flapping like it's realistic. Thank you guys so much for watching my video review of the Xbox Series X. I will put a link in the description below if you want to get one yourself. And I will see you in the future.